Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Half midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
Throwing right away is Dart. Here's a screen coming for right. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air on second down. Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. They'll run with Wright. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. First carry now for Jaden Blue. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Throwing now from the gun. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
A gain of 16 yards.
They run straight ahead with Blue. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Blue. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, faking the give, pushed out to his left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
play fake. Now Dart. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A carry here to right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
The Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. More from MetLife Stadium after this. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Again, here comes Blue. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys go out to a 10-3 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The ground. This is right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Second and 10. Back on the ground and back to right. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Tackle made.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And this one doesn't do a whole lot. It's out of bounds, short of midfield.
Giants 44-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 12. And the Cowboys first down.
Back to throw. That's complete to Blue. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. On the handoff, Blue. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Cowboys move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get back to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
15 yards on the play. And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, a run for right. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. On throw, but it's reeled in. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Makes the score Cowboys 24.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the play fake, here's Dart. Oh, a huge mistake. Right in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Dallas. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that, not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now a return coming from the 14. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They put Pickens in motion. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Blue. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Slot man in motion left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one swung out to Blue. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Dallas.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that'll go for for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Design run. They'll let him keep it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal. Try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first. Jaden Blue. Touchdown Cowboys. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Run again with Wright. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
It's a gain of 4.
3rd and 5. Now Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
A run with Blue. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Get it. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2. Here we go. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. they just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Tight end on the move left. Lou going to get it again here on first down. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A run once more with Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They run straight ahead with Blue.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Wright. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Dart. He's got his tight 17 yards on that connection. That's good for a Giants first down.
Giants.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The second down throw is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and
1. 2nd and a yard. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.